welcome.
Welcome.
Are you having fun?
Thanks for coming into the West. I'm having fun. Are you having fun?
We're having fun. I'm having fun. Are you having fun? I asked you first.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it's great fun.
We hope you are enjoying your hors d'oeuvres from Perot Grill. Thank you to Stuart and Cheryl for making this happen with us.
Thank you.
They come into all of our receptions, and we, if anything, in 4.5 years, we have a wonderful reputation for fine art and really good receptions. Thanks to Perot Grill, and because we go pick out the wine from Captain Jack's. So, we have good friends in the business.
We do.
But tonight is about, in your home, you're having a good time with those hors d'oeuvres, with your Pinot or your Chardonnay, whichever you selected. And we're just thrilled to be here with you, enjoying all of this. And we're going to be here, by the way, afterwards to take questions from you after you've watched a series of interviews done by our own Marcy Narum. And we'll be happy to answer them. But first, we're going to introduce each one, right?
That's right.
Who's up first?
Our first artist is Bismarck's own VERN ERICKSON, who's just a dear, dear man who has been painting for over 70 years. And the four artists that we're meeting tonight, it's like 200 some years of collective talent that we have here. Some amazing people and artists that we hope you can stop into the gallery and visit, but in the meantime, we're introducing them to you here tonight. Here's VERN ERICKSON.
Started painting many years ago. I've been painting now for well over 70 years, 71 years. I figured it out. I was really lucky in the town I lived. It was a small town in Benson County, and there were artists living there. There were musicians, and that's where I got my interest in art. We had a neighbor who was an old cowboy. He taught up at Elbow Woods, and he kind of trained in horses, and he was an artist. But the one that, my mentor, I could say, was an artist that just lived a couple blocks from where I did, and he was a World War I veteran. He was a professional artist, landscape painter, and I was at his studio all the time since a boy. The only art instruction I had would have been from these two artists in Esmond, but Ed Jensen, he was my mentor. But as just a small boy, we would go out sketching. We'd go to Sully's Hill, which was over there in the Fort Taunton Reservation, Devil's Lake, and sketch the elk and the buffalo over there, and go to Minot Zoo and sketch buffalo. But I learned a lot from him, and he told me, carry a sketchbook with you all the time, and if you see some, sketch it, he said. And that's what I did. I got tons of sketchbooks that have hundreds of sketches. Over the years, I've sketched on anything I could find. Many times at having coffee in the restaurants, and I'll sketch somebody I'll see, or an idea of a picture, and I'll sketch it on a napkin. And I had a box full of napkins, and I put them into a binder. And it's about that thick, just a napkin. I call it napkin art. The best way to learn, I think, that helped me was to see the original paintings of an artist you like and study those. You know, you can read books, you can look at prints, but if you study the art of an artist you like, that's where I learned a lot of my art, from studying Russell and the Remingtons, the originals. Study the originals, and you can see what everything they've done, the brush strokes and the glazes and all that is involved in good art. It's just so enjoyable. Yeah, this one here, do you see the eyes on this guy?
Yeah.
You look in there, he's a mean one.
And
You don't want to fool with him.
That's why that's such a distinctive piece in many ways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when it's a painting I get all done, I harmonize the color. And I'll dab a little purple here, a little bit there, and I wanted some more reflection here. To get some light coming this way, the light's going this way, and so I dabbed a little yellow ochre on his chest, and this one was sitting, I had him, he should have been sitting a little bit more here. And I thought, no, so I took a robe and wrapped him in a robe. You know, then it's not so distinct. It looks, then it looks like it's normal. I'm a traditional Western painter. I do the realistics, but not the photographic detail. My edges are not sharp, and I don't make them sharp. But I do make the sharp where I want the viewer's eye to focus, then I sharpen up. And I've painted where I've had too much detail, where I've had to undetail some of my work on the painting to make my eye look. But if you do it right, you got your composition right, your color, your harmony, balance, and you start with getting the viewer's eye to get him to follow the painting, to go into the painting. And that tells a story. But people will say, I like that painting, but they don't know why. But it's because the artist put the colors in there that make them like it. And that's what I try to do. You've got to have these colors all in value so that the people make that eye feel good when they're looking at the painting. And then you work to try to pop out your subjects, light against dark, and the colors are working against each other, but they're working pleasing whoever's looking at it. You got to please your eye. Then if it isn't, your eye is saying, oh, it's not right. That's happened to me many times. But the toughest thing of painting, and my mentor told me that, he says, is if you can get the feeling of a painting, you got it made. And it is tough. There's only a few that I've done that I got the feeling, the way it's like you look at it, you can feel the sun and almost the air you breathe. It's that good, but that's not easy to do.
But more importantly is all the people that get to enjoy it. They get the feel too.
Yeah. It makes you feel good. If people are good looking at it, it makes me feel good. You get inspired when you see other people painting, and there's a few of us still get together, artists here, every week, sometimes twice a week, just grab coffee and talk about art. And, oh yeah, enjoy the show. This is probably one of the best shows that I've seen in Bismarck, this gathering of Western art. 20 artists, what more can you ask for it?